everybody? We're back. Yay! I miss you guys so much last week. Life be lifing. So life be
It
lifing.
life be life.
But I'm always happy to see you guys. Like every time we do
Absolutely.
this, I swear, because
Yeah.
my life has been kicking my butt. Like for real. Like it's been tough. I know I told you guys about my mom falling, but my daughter is having health issues, and so I am just supposedly still trying to manage both of them while having, adult responsibilities and feeding everybody and taking care of the house. And so like I am really stretched thin and tired and exhausted. So if I seem a little off, that's what's going on with me. But anyway, how are you guys? And where are you, Chris? What are you doing?
Chris, just
I'm coming. I swear. Hold on. I'm coming.
don't
just
you come
started.
back with a puppet. He's going to
No,
come back
no,
with
no,
a
no, no.
puppet.
I was
Okay.
trying to get a little more light going in here.
There
So
we go. Hey.
I'd be a little more visible.
Okay.
But I'm well. Everything's well on my end. Again, like you guys were saying, life be lifing. So we're all busy, but I'm alive. So there's that. I got that going for me.
Congratulations. We're very happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got two nipples. They're right where they need to be. Well, I'm just
So
saying.
So you got the third one taken care of finally. Fantastic. Great. I'm so proud of you.
I've known a couple of people that actually have had like a third. Like I knew one girl that. So a lot of times when people said they have a third nipple, it's just like a mole and they're exaggerating. I knew a girl that had like a third, like a nipple, it was
like with an
areola nipple, breast tissue in the center, like a little bit, not total recall. I want to be.
So she had a little.
It was on one side.
It was a little titty here.
Yeah, okay.
Usually
so,
when it happens,
she had like this titty, and this titty was smaller, not way smaller, but a little smaller. And then next to this titty, there was like a little titty, and it was like a nipple.
Okay. All right. How are you, Sarah? Because I'm just gonna keep going. You know how I go.
Really
I'm gonna keep going past it. Anyway.
What's funny is
I'm
still
intrigued
on
by this
social
third
media.
titty.
It does happen. It is a medical issue, and it does happen.
Yeah.
And I know it's real. He's not lying, but we're gonna still go past it.
I know. I'm just intrigued.
Yeah.
I want to see it. That's the thing. I'm a
She's
fucking
like, I want to see it.
I'm still friends with her, so I'll ask her if I can show you. I'll be like, "Can I show my friend Sarah your titty?"
Can I see it? I just want to see the third one. The like ones you're private about. I don't want to. I just want to see the little one.
Yeah, I put a black.
You get two for free over like the
nipples.
regular titties, and I just want to see the little one. I just want to see the little guy. Anyway, I'm doing great. A lot better. I just came off of like a 60-hour work week, but my sister treated me to a facial for my birthday. That was a couple of weeks ago. I'm just getting around to it now. So yeah, it's a pretty good day overall. Pretty good day. We're alive. That's important.
Yeah. I'm happy to be alive, but I'm still sad about D'Angelo. I'm bummed. I am bummed.
I think we all are.
This is a tough one. I've always been a super D'Angelo fan. I've like I was saying to you guys earlier, I went and bought that CD. Most likely at a Tower Records. I'm thinking I bought it at Tower Records on Newberry Street in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm not exactly sure if it was Downtown Crossing or Newberry Street, but I'm sure it was a Tower Records. And I would play that album over and over. Brown Sugar, amazing album. And so hearing that he passed away just hit me in a way. It's like I know I'm being affected by it because I'm melancholy and like I'm driving in the car, my kids in the car, I'm playing D'Angelo music and my child's like, "Who's D'Angelo?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, like what we're not gonna do is be negative like this today." But then but then I hadn't messed up, guys. I played the song. She's like, "Oh, I know this song." So she didn't know. I was like, "Wait, like I know."
Oh, thank God.
Exposed you. But it's been tough because it also brought back all these memories. I don't know if it brought back memories for y'all, but it brought back so many memories.
Come on, yeah, it's the sexiest music of all time. It's the most beautiful, like relaxing music of all time. Of course, like every sexy memory should be like thought of to a D'Angelo soundtrack for me. And then like every chilling memory with my friends when we would partake in illegal activities, like just gentle ones, nothing painful. nothing that's gonna hurt anybody, but like just being normal teenage people. That I think that's part of like stoner history, and I love learning so much more about him even after his death. I didn't realize like he had an impact on the video game community because he loved the game Red Dead Redemption. So when Red Dead 2 came out, he would just go to the offices of the developers and like play it for a little bit, and he wrote two songs that were featured in cutscenes in Red Dead Redemption 2. Coolest man ever. He was so cool. So cool. Such a great guy.
No, one thing
Hey,
that I
Roger.
was
Go
hey,
ahead.
hey, hey, look at me.
Hey.
No, one thing that I was saying when we were talking off air was how this might be a little bit of a melancholy type of thing to say, but how in D'Angelo's passing there weren't too many skeletons that really came out of the closet in
Right.
regards to like, oh well, he did this horrible thing to women. It's like I remember when James Earl Jones died, the first thought that came to my mind was like,
Fuck that guy.
yeah, it's like people don't remember he said some real bad things about black women.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Right.
all of D'Angelo's quote unquote demons, I would say, were more self-destructive than outwardly trying to make the world a worse place. Like it
Right.
seems
Yeah.
like, I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here and have the parasocial relationship and pretend like I knew the man and I knew his thoughts, but everything that he put out there in the universe was
Right.
more towards like helping, creating
Right.
that type of thing. He
Mhm.
didn't really put a lot of negative shit out there.
Yeah.
No.
And that means a lot.
And I
That's
mean,
like saying a lot.
Yeah, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because
Well,
the
first of all,
bar
his
is
music
and he's
is
far above
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like
music
he was
is incredible.
completely. The music is incredible. He loved Prince. He studied Prince. You could tell he really put a lot into his
Yes.
art. I would even say that I feel like in some ways he was a genius when it came to his music. Like
Yeah.
he just, like I said, that first album, that Brown Sugar was magical. And then I know you guys are a little bit younger than me. When that album came out, that during that era, because y'all were too young to go, it was like we had these lounges, man. It was like lounges everywhere. Like if you look at what's the movie with
That's
Lawrence
the era
Tate
I
and
miss of
okay,
Love
so
Jones.
Love Jones. So
It was one
those
of those.
lounges were real. Okay. There
I
were
believe
so
it.
many lounges. And I was just thinking, I even talked about it last night. Like I completely forgot. Like, see, this like, brought back all these memories of like me and my friends going to a lounge because didn't want to go to the club. We didn't want to dance. We wanted to chill. We wanted to be out. And we would go to like poetry readings and lounges and just sit. And they always played neo soul. Like that was it. There was no hype dancing or anything. And it was
I'm
like
not
we're
gonna
sitting
lie.
in
I
these
wish
like
they would
dark.
bring that back, but without the poetry readings. I have like beef with spoken
Yeah,
word.
okay.
I can't do it.
But
I can't do it.
But like it was so much fun. Like I started having all these flashbacks. Only thing I would not personally want anymore, because that was back when people could still smoke in the clubs, was the smoke. Like the
Nah,
smoke
bring
was
back
crazy.
the smoke.
Like,
Everybody smell like a
but
cigarette when you leave.
adding to the ambiance, I have to say, like if you're sitting in a dark room with a bunch of people with
And
your
it's
drinks and the
smoky,
smoke
and like the lights are coming down, and you can see the smoke and the lights. That's some sexy
and
shit right there. Bring the smoke back.
And D'Angelo, me and my dreamy eyes of mine are playing in the background.
And it's sexy. And
was a
everybody smells like
time,
cocoa butter.
Yes,
Oh,
it was.
great.
It was a time.
Oh, I love being
and we
black.
had
So
crochet
wonderful.
and everything. Like it was a time. I swear.
Oh yeah, the
like,
crochet and the crochet hats, or the
I had this
the
crochet. Like a halter top. It was brown, girl. You couldn't tell
I
me.
still
nothing.
have one. I still have one in the closet. I might bust it out.
I mean, I have to look in the basement, but I probably
When
still have it. But
when I still had my dreadlocks, when I still had my hair, I would have the crocheted hat that had a brim. Like,
oh shit, like Sizzla
Kalanji, like suede,
like Sizzla, yeah.
I would wear those hats, because the thing is,
like
I know you said that you're we're a little younger than you, but I'm the gap between you and Sara. So
literally, he's right there.
I'm like right in the middle.
So like you got it.
Right. So that's the thing. So I had a fake ID, and I remember going to I'm like 16 acting like I'm 22, because I'm like, and I'm just sitting there.
Yeah.
But it was an entire vibe. It was an entire vibe.
I too was a teenager at random clubs, but like, yeah, it's a different. difference. The wind up in Charlotte
I
that does
mean,
not
I have to
exist
say,
anymore.
I remember like when I was a teenager, my friends had fake IDs, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna wait. Cause like, what am I gonna do when I get to be 18 if I do it all right now? So I was like, I just waited until
Do it
I
some
got
more.
to be of age.
Right. Keep
Do
doing
it
this.
some more. Keep
But
doing it.
let me tell you what did happen though. I was 19 and I kept going to the 21 plus clubs, but I didn't have a fake ID. I would just go and I would go
Yeah.
by myself because I knew like if I went alone and I didn't have a bunch of people with me, that I was more than likely to get in. And it got to the point where I got, like this one club, I would just show up. The guard would look at my ID. He'd be like, and look at me and look at the ID and look at me. And I'd be staring at him like, blink, 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 like, please, sir, let me in. And he kept looking, and he would just like, go ahead. And then like after that, like he got to a point where he was like, go ahead, Kai. Like he would just see me, he'd be like, go on, go on. Like he
Go
just
on,
got
hurry up. Get in there, Kai.
Yeah.
get in there.
Here she come again.
He was like, here she come, damn it. You just go.
I
He's
love
like, I know I'm
that.
gonna get
That's
in
so
trouble.
cute.
Yeah, so that was my like, and then that whole era was just like I'm hurt, y'all. I'm down on this one. This one hurt bad. Like
Yeah.
I've had a few artists that passed away that really affected me for a few days, and this one got me.
Same.
This one got me.
One thing that so I'll mention two other celebrity deaths that kind of hit me hard personally, and I think that D'Angelo was kind of the same. Paul Rubens and Chadwick Boseman. And the similarity between their two cases and D'Angelo's is that they were going through very private battles with cancer and didn't make it available to the public. And I think that there's a certain, I don't want to say it's negative, but like there's a certain slightly parasocial thing where I think sometimes we almost feel like we are owed that journey. And it's like, and it felt so sudden, but it's like,
I don't either.
But it's like, this is something that, like, how can we say like that you go through it the way you go through it? MF Doom is another one. Oh my God, exactly. Yeah. So, but like, I'm just acknowledging what Broderick said, just in case people don't realize he mentioned MF Doom in that same category. But no, but it's like you go through that private battle, and we kind of follow them publicly, and there's just like it's almost like we don't get a chance to say goodbye.
Right.
I
feel like they should have their privacy. Like
100%. No, you're not saying that he should have come out and
we agree.
Yeah,
we agree. It's just that I think the reason why we agree is that all of us have been in those rooms with people who are famous, and we know them as human beings. Like we see them as regular people.
They're normal people.
They're
surprising.
People.
Well, I wouldn't even say normal, but regular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're regular, and they have their oddities. Like that make them stand out. They have their talents that make more people know them than normal. But they deserve their dignity and they deserve their privacy. And I think that I think I get tired of people feeling entitled to somebody else's privacy. Like I totally get not sharing. Like you absolutely do not need to share what you're going through with the world if you don't want to. Period. Like
I agree.
And it does hurt.
Their children, their family members. I don't want to see any of. If they get married, I don't care. It's none of my business.
Sarah, I'm glad you brought up children because their children, because I remember people when Angie Stone passed away. I remember people saying like, "Oh, I feel bad for her and D'Angelo's son," and like okay, that's fair, but just think about the fact that in that moment, his father was dying and he knew that.
Yeah.
And possibly. You don't know what people are going through is kind of it's like, my Lord, like just imagine being him. And it's like you lose your mom. There's all this fanfare around your mom and you're visiting.
And your dad's dying.
Like, shit, man. Like that is fucked. I don't know. I don't know.
You're in your 20s. Like you're in your 20s. Like it's too much. It's too much. So hearts out to that young man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
In the rare
What
chance
is
that
he
you
have?
hear this, I'm so
Michael
sorry.
Archer Jr. I think is his name. I just want to get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then D'Angelo has 3 kids. Is it 3? I don't even know because
I'm not
I'm not.
sure. I don't. Yeah, I know
He has
Angie
2 or
Stone has
3.
a daughter.
Yeah,
I
I
But
know
think he has 2
all of them.
kids.
he
I
had
think he has
one
a daughter.
child like a year after he had his son with Angie, and then I think he had another kid like a little after that. So at
Yeah,
least
I think he has
2,
3
maybe 3.
kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so all of the
I just
children, we're
okay.
so
If they ever
sorry.
see this,
Yeah.
all the children, we love your dad. Like we
Yeah, we
and
really loved your dad.
artistically, he was part of an era that I will never forget. And I mean, honestly, I'm down right now, but I had so much fun during that time, and that his music was like pivotal in that moment. Like it was just like when I think about sitting in those lounges, I'm like with my friends, we're chilling and we talk. It
And
was
they're
just
timeless. It's timeless.
it's
It'll
timeless.
never
It's
go out of
timeless,
style. Your dad made
and the
something
music,
so classic that it will never go out
yes,
of style. It
it
immediately
was.
sounded both 50 years old and 100 years in the future at the same time, and
Yeah,
that's just
yeah.
D'Angelo as an artist.
He
Yeah,
is amazing. All right. All
amazing.
right. I don't want to be sad no more. So let's talk about some
All right.
foolishness.
Let's
I'm
get to
getting sad
foolishness, to
again.
the fuckery.
Let's talk about the
Fuckery.
was it young Republicans and all their racist
Oh,
texts.
their leaked group chat. Oh my gosh.
Listen,
Everybody's
Chat.
like,
boys will,
aren't you
yeah, boys
shocked?
will be boys, okay? These are just young
Can
men,
we
like
can
These
we
young
before
kids.
we get into
young
it?
31
Before we
year
get
olds.
into it, hey,
Young
I just like
35-year-olds.
how like black people are never surprised. I mean, like, do white
Ever.
people know? Do they know themselves? Because
They
no
don't.
one black is. Because I'm just always like, how are y'all shocked? Y'all live amongst each other. We know y'all are
I
racist. We know you talk about us badly behind our back. We're not
right.
shocked. We know that you go and say the N-word. We know that this is how you interact with each other. We know this. Like we're completely aware, and we're not in the group chat. How are y'all
Right.
always surprised when stuff like this comes out?
They
I
are
don't
so
understand.
supremely surprised by it. I really don't get it either.
Are
Like
they gaslighting themselves? Like, are
I
y'all
think they
like
are.
white people? Are you gaslighting yourself?
I think the truth
Because
is
there's
like
no way
so
that you don't know.
right. Like 20% of you talk like this openly in the world, not hiding in text
Well,
message. 20 to
right,
30% of you still like won't say this publicly, but do speak like this in these private group chats. And then,
right.
the rest of you are pretending that you don't, but also still laugh at the jokes. I said there's nothing wasps, especially like the South, the Midwest, everywhere in this country. They
They
talk
talk
pure
about
cat
black
shit
people
like the
like this,
most slurs. Yeah. About
right?
everybody
So,
like
like, when
this.
it comes out, that's why they say boys will be boys because they always, well, like they know that they talk like this. So the surprise
Right.
is that they got caught. I think that's what it is because there's
Look,
no way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it the way I see it, and I'm just gonna be frank in my language here, not using expletives, but just in what
Word, Broderick.
I'm.
Yeah,
Word.
The boys in the
They're
room,
grown ass men.
grown-ass men. Yeah,
Grown
exactly.
ass men. 35 years old.
yeah,
No, what
right.
I've noticed about white people is when the more racist of them feel comfortable, they will speak in a certain way. And if they think you're either not there or you're kind of one of the good ones that will kind of let it slide, they will speak in a completely different way than they would publicly or what have you. Now, what I'm saying here is, I think the thing with a lot of white people, frankly, is they don't realize that we don't do that. Like when we're sitting at home, we're not like, yeah, these crackers need to get there.
Okay.
Like
we don't call them crack ass crackers necessarily. However, we do talk about white people, but
no,
we will say
well,
same thing to their face. There's a difference.
Right.
Y'all don't be calling them crack ass crackers.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when we talk about white people, right?
We not doing that.
When we talk about white people in private, it's more about the
structural issues. That's what it is. Like I'm not making a joke, and you're correct. When I'm saying, I said, man, when I say something that would sound at home coming out of Farrakhan's mouth when I'm in the privacy of my home with my black family, I'm saying it in the context of Oh my God, Broderick. When I say it in the context of look at this crazy thing they're doing to undermine democracy, take away rights from
Yes,
people,
yes.
create a permanent underclass, like kill children, like you know what I'm saying, molest children.
Kidnapping people
I'm
off
saying
the
it in that
street.
context.
Keep-
Kidnapping people off the
Yeah,
street and disappearing them. You know what I'm saying? Murder,
yeah.
like
This is
state sanctioned
insane.
violence. Like
When
that's what I'm talking about.
when my son's friend Devin, who is as Irish can be, comes over, right? I don't go like, oh, I guess he needs his potatoes and his,
Oh
like,
my
like,
please
I
do.
don't go there.
Please do. That's so funny. Please. What do you mean? I don't think he would even be mad at that. That's fucking hilarious. Like, and that's the thing. You
But
know what the
that's
crazy
like,
thing is? Like, listen, stereotypes and racism can absolutely be funny when you're punching up. You know what I'm saying? The reason
Right,
when they say it's not fucking funny is because they already do have all the structural power necessary to literally kill people. It's going to cause
right.
damage. Like if we, between each other make so okay, we're all African diaspora people, you know what I'm saying? But some if we make Caribbean jokes or
Mm.
Black American, African American jokes, like we can make jokes like that amongst each other.
Oh,
Oh, shut up
yeah.
and go butcher a goat or something. Like, we'll say crazy shit to each other like that with no problem. Because neither one of us has the structural ability to like really oppress each other. Now,
right.
there's xenophobia and other shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
like
Absolutely.
we're not actively trying to oppress each other in that, like, whereas white people, they do have so much structural power, there's no way to get around that, which is why
Yeah,
they're not funny, you know what I'm saying? Like they can't
they are
laugh at themselves.
absolutely
What's going
not.
on? Yeah, they have
They're so not funny,
they
and
have
it's
no
just
sense of humor, and they cannot take a fucking joke directed at them. Like I fully think that Trump's whole like his whole foray into politics after like the birther movement was simply because
Obama.
Obama roasted him so
Yeah,
hard
it was
oh yeah,
in that
absolutely,
moment.
and
that
it was
correspondence.
hilarious, and it
That
It
was
is
was
like
fucking
hilarious.
funny.
the
And then he killed
flashpoint of
Osama bin
history.
Laden the day after. You know what I'm saying? And then that night he went back to the White House and killed killed Osama bin Laden
Yeah,
with SEAL Team
all
6.
you have to do is look at Trump's face during that fucking correspondence dinner,
Oh,
Oh,
and
he was
can't take a
sick.
fucking
he
joke.
was he
Can't
was
take a
he was
Sick.
fucking
He
plotting
joke.
was sick.
everything right there and then.
Can't take a fucking joke. Meanwhile, like we roast each other pretty regularly, but like white people can't like
We
I
roast each
realize they
other for
can't take a
sport.
joke. Yeah.
I think
I
it's funny that culturally we black people generally and all around the world we roast each other for sport. Like we
For
just
fucking
like
fun.
for fuck. And
For fun.
it's like you start roasting your kids. It's like you do this
Instantly.
instantly,
Instantly.
and then your kids will roast you. And it's like
Back.
it's
And they be
kind of like I
right.
think they do. I be
They
mad
be
when she
right.
get me.
I
I'm
don't
like,
I
damn
don't
it.
think I don't think I have
But
one
I
I don't think I have one seriously close friend that hasn't roasted me about something at some point.
but
You
Like,
let
have
me tell
to.
you. I think it's a defense
You have
mechanism
to.
that we train each other. We train each other. We train our kids
We do.
because as soon as a white person comes for us, we start roasting the hell out of them, and they
Every
don't know
time.
what to do. And I think it's like we do this. We're preparing. Like we're always practicing. Like when we got to roast somebody, we ready. We ready because when white people come for us, and then somebody like one of the funniest things ever is like when the videos come out of black people just roasting a white person that just bothering them, like they
Yeah.
just bothering them, and
Every time. Oh, so
it's like
satisfying.
hilarious. It's hilarious, and they don't know what to do. The humor that comes from the black community it's cultural. It's a protective
Yeah.
thing, and it's beautiful. Like it's funny. There's nobody funnier than black people. Black people are
Ever.
hilarious.
In the world.
Like
In the
last
world.
night,
Nobody.
I saw a thread that like before I fell asleep that just cracked me up, and I was like, my God, like why are we like this? Like sometimes I just have moments where I'm like, I don't even know what to do with this. Like, it's so funny. And it's like, what? How do you even think of this? Like, how do you even get there? Like,
Because we're hilarious. We don't take shit seriously. Like when it comes to like we can't, because like if we had to take everything thrown at us seriously, there would be no
we
room for
can make
joy.
it.
There would be no room for anything else. Like
Right.
we're hilarious
Right.
people. But this,
So, yeah.
you know what? Looking at the released photos of the young Republicans, like it really made me aware of
I
something that
can't.
I'm serious. It
Somebody
made
calls
me
them the
articulate
Pillsbury
something.
Proud Boys. Okay.
No, but
They
that's the
call them.
thing I realized with white people. Like Well, let me say this. I've had this theory for a while that people on the fringes of an identity often cling to it the hardest. You know what I'm saying? That's why you get like the normal
Mhm.
trope of people who look like me who are extremely militant. You know what I'm saying? Like people who look like all of us that are extremely militant people,
We gotta be. I mean, I
like
feel away.
extremely
I know,
pro-black
I know,
people.
I know.
You know, like
I'm
like
sensitive.
to make
I'm
fun of
sensitive.
us because yeah, we're sensitive. Like you know what I'm saying? Like to
I'm
make fun of
sensitive.
us, same thing. Like, but
Yeah.
I realized that like white people who can't like fully access white supremacy, whether it be due to like a class issue, or the fact that they're big, or the fact that they're fucking ugly, like politically ugly, because you know only like
I know what you mean.
certain people get to be ugly, right?
Right.
But they immediately have to go to white supremacy because they have to like uplift themselves in some way. Like I can't imagine like being in that body, being like a 300 pound 5'7" like man, right, with weird facial hair, and like you know the grill's not all that, plus I'm like middle class, like in like lower middle class, right? So like I don't have like all the connections that'll get me into like Wharton or any Ivy or USC or any, you know, anywhere great. But what I do have is the fact that I'm white.
White.
And I can I'm going to ride that, and I'm going to protect that because that's the only protection I have against the reality of existence in a country that's like so deeply inequitable for
And
people who look
listen,
like me.
not to body shame, but to your point, look at the guys that were like, if you go look at pictures of the human beings that were saying these things, they embody everything that Sarah is saying.
Yeah,
Just like
absolutely.
Right.
And
Actually,
then the one
one of
who
them.
painfully,
doesn't,
painfully,
There was
not just
one.
average, but like painfully below average in terms
painfully,
of
painfully,
their
and
own European beauty
The
standards.
one.
painfully, painfully below average. And then there's one who's slim, but he's Italian.
The one. The.
And that's another thing I want to talk about.
What? Okay. Well, no, the one that's the president, I think, the really fat one. I'm not convinced he's fully white. He looks like he's mixed with Asian to me. I'm like, how'd you get in? Like when I saw his picture, I was like, how'd you get in? Because
Oh,
I don't see a white
Kai,
man.
Kai, you would
I
be
don't. I mean,
surprised. I'll tell you. No, there's a
I'm
love
just.
affair with fascism in East Asia and American fascism. There's like a
No,
freaky
but
love
did you
affair,
see it?
and if
Did you
you watch
look at that
anime,
picture?
you'll see it
Look at
fully
that.
on display.
But did you see it? Look at him. Look at him again. Look at him again. Because I was like,
Oh, I saw it. I felt it in my
I was
bones.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, you, excuse me, but I don't think you count as white male. Like, I'm looking
Yeah.
at you,
I'm
and
not sure
I
you're
don't
in
see
there.
like,
But
I
I
don't
mean,
think you're
you
part of
know,
that club.
But what's been considered white over the years has changed
expands.
so much. I mean, Sarah, going back, you were talking about Italians. Once upon a time, Italians.
We should have
Irish
never
people
let
were not-
Italians be white. That's the problem. They've been we should have never let Italians be white. Italians were not
Italians
white,
will
and they
never
were
be
not
white to
supposed to be
me.
white. They were listen.
They will
We should
never
have
be
never
white to
let
me.
them be white. They should have never been able to assimilate back then. We should have kept them as another ethnic group. I don't know what's going on with Italians right now, but like
They get too close to Africa to be white.
that's the thing. They wild out when they get that taste of whiteness in America. Oh, Italians lose their goddamn minds. I can't believe it.
Okay. I don't know if you guys watch Housewives, but sometimes I do. There's a Jersey one. There's a woman. She says she's Italian. You know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about.
She don't look to
I'm
me.
gonna
She
let
just
y'all
looks like a
cook, 'cause
regular
I don't
person.
watch the Housewives and not nothing.
It's Teresa Gudici.
No, not
or
Teresa. Not her.
Gudici?
She's
No.
Italian, but I think it's Dolores. To me, she looks like she could be in my family. She's
she looks like a cousin.
She is genotypically a black woman. Like when you look at her and she's like, I'm Italian. I'm like, are you though? Because
and then we'll be like, oh no, we're from the South. We're Sicilians, which is like a whole thing. So mind you, like Italians have their own color and stuff.
It's right next
literally
to the
in the Mediterranean.
Like,
it's touching.
Like you
it's
guys,
right there.
You guys are the same
It's a boat
people.
right away.
Right.
It's literally the same people.
You're literally
the same people.
Right
so
away. Your genes are screaming African, and
but
you're
that's
like,
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We should have never let them be white in America. We can't. Italians are gonna have to learn. I think that that dear Luigi, Saint Luigi, is gonna wake them up to it.
Like my mom looks more racially ambiguous than that lady. Like if you
Yeah,
pick, you
man.
had to pick the Italian. If you put her picture and my mom's picture together, they will pick my mother. So I'm looking at her like,
Man.
how'd you
How
get
did you
through?
escape?
How did you
escape?
like I'm confused. And then I don't know. I'm going back. I'm jumping around.
Your mom is
Also
beautiful,
that
by the way.
documentary
She
of
gives
the
me
black
Lena
girl.
Horne vibes. Your mom
Yeah.
gives me kind of Lena
The-
Horne vibes a little bit.
That great
Yeah.
lady.
But
Like classy.
But
you
did
know?
you see that documentary? Like I didn't know I was black or something like that. Like that lady.
Oh yeah, with
she
the
was-
Jewish girl. With the my
Yeah.
God, the Jewish girl who's like clearly biracial, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, what
Right.
do you mean you
And
didn't
her
know you were
parents
black?
lied to her. I felt bad because her parents lied the whole time and said she
I don't-
wasn't black.
I
Like
So I haven't seen this. Was her hair kinky, or what was the situation?
she looks
her
like
hair
me, Chris. She looks like me, Chris.
she looked
looks like me,
wait.
Chris.
But it was crazy.
What you
And she
mean?
went to school with
Mm-mm.
black kids, and black kids were like, "Oh, you don't want to be black." Like they were like calling her out when she.
They
and she
were
was
immediately
really
like,
upset.
"Oh, you don't want to be black," and she's like, "No, I'm Jewish. My grandfather's just dark skinned."
And like, you know, black people, we were like, so listen, your parents lied to you. I know a black girl, and when she was in high school, was like, your parents lied to you. You are clearly black. Like,
Okay, you're black.
and then she
someone
found
at
out
some point
she
told
was
her the
actually
truth.
black. Like her mom
Had
had
an
an affair and with a black dude, and she was the progeny of that affair. So she was black the whole time, but she was in adulthood before she came to terms with the fact that she had been a black kid raised as white with a Jewish family. It was crazy. It was so crazy. And I'm like, how y'all lie to that baby like that for so long? Because that baby,
But you know
was
what? It can't
obviously
even be that much of like the thing about that is like it really doesn't matter that much for her because like Judaism like it's an ethno religion, but it's past matrilineally, so she could still be Jewish 100% in this
Right.
context.
Right,
It's
because
wild
it's
that,
the mom.
like,
It's always
Right.
if your mom
But you
is
always
Jewish,
know who the mother is. That's the thing. You always know who the mother is. That's why they pass it matrilineally. But it like blows my mind, like this idea that like she would look in the mirror, like that they would think, oh no, nobody's gonna fucking notice. That's number one. Like her parents are absolutely insane.
they're never gonna
Nobody's
know.
gonna notice.
They're not
No,
gonna
they're
know.
never gonna know. It's fine. Oh,
They're
well,
never gonna know.
like, and then you to give
That
this
brown-
child like
That brown
years,
baby,
that brown
came
ass
out.
baby, this
brown
brown
baby with brown eyes and
with
and
3C
afro
hair, 3C4A hair. Like, yo, please.
came out of
They
the
were like,
womb
they're
really
never
good at
gonna
double
know.
dutch.
I could no started like she started asking for beads in her hair like instantly.
And
Like
then,
I can't.
when we
I was like,
talk
what the
about
fuck?
like the erasure, like white moms do that though. They will. They do that. They don't want their black children, and I'm not saying all white moms before somebody gets upset, but
Yeah, I don't care.
a great percentage of white mothers who have black children don't like black people, and they don't want their children to be black. So they raise their children to be mixed, or they raise them to be white, and then the kids grow up to be all messed up. Like we all know 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. They're so messed up because the world is treating them like the black people that they are because they look black, but they have been raised to say, I'm not black, you can't treat me this way. I'm
mixed.
whatever. I'm mixed. I had my God,
I'm
that
different.
reminds me of a story.
One of the
There was a
one-
girl I knew
mixed.
in Boston who was she was like your complexion, Chris, and her
Okay.
hair was more
So
kinky.
perfection. She was
Yeah.
perfection. She was perfection.
She was caramel perfection.
Caramel perfection. She was a very pretty girl, but she was mixed, and I laughed like I scoffed because she was mixed. Like in her mind, she was mixed, and she wasn't. She was like, I'm not black, I'm mixed. And I was like, okay, like, and I was like, I had to tell her, like, I don't know how we ended up, and I was like, you know what? If somebody had to pick the mixed one between the two of us, I guarantee you, they're not picking you. And she got really upset. But what ended the interaction, because she got on my nerves anyway. I don't even know why she was hanging out with me. But what ended the interaction was I went to, because you know how black folks, we go to white bars sometimes for fun, for sport or whatever.
Yeah, I do love a good white bar every once in a
Yo,
while.
we're halfway there.
Okay.
High five, bro.
Hell yeah, yeah.
So we went to a white bar. I don't know why we were at this white bar, but we went to a white bar. And what killed her is more white men approached me that day than her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
Was,
hit her ego.
And that was it. She was done.
That's like a common thing they get from their white mothers is like they
Yeah.
cannot stomach you having
Yeah.
more attention than them, especially from
Yeah.
white men. They are always so surprised. I was
Right.
like,
And so
hey,
that was the last I
I
saw
have
of her.
like, yeah, like no, I'm like, hey, like, why would you think between the two of us? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but between the two of us, who do you think? Like,
I was
would you
looking at
think
her like, we can see you, right?
we can
Like
see
we
you?
can see
We can
you.
see you.
Like
They can't see
your
your
skin,
cultural heritage. Like they don't care about
right?
that. They care about how
Like
someone looks.
I get that you feel if maybe she wanted to hang out with me because she thought I was mixed. Because when I was living in Boston, more of the people that looked like me were mixed than they were with black parents. Because I definitely had
Mm-hmm.
to tell people several times, like, no, both of my parents are black. I am not mixed at all. Like I know that I am
And it's
mixed
also
somewhere down
because you
the
always no, it's also because you always wore your hair natural. Because you got to
line. Right.
remember in the '90s where it's like the
Oh
only
yeah,
people
no,
wearing
it
their
was
hair
not a
natural was
thing.
like Cree Summer and Rachel True, and so everybody assumed
Right.
everybody who wore
Well,
curly hair
I
was like my
I
race.
wore my hair natural my whole life. Like that was the other thing.
Exactly. Well, that's
And
another
it
thing that people aren't used to seeing. I think in California, they weren't used to seeing that where they were making movies and TV shows, right? Like on the East
Mhm.
Coast, like I know a lot of women who were natural their whole lives and like had never, thought about it. Maybe
Yeah,
got like a press every once in a while, but wore
yeah,
their hair natural their entire lives. But over
yeah.
there, the only time they ever saw people wear their hair natural and curly
Right,
was, Rachel True, True and Cree
right.
Summer, and
So it was like this whole thing. Like there
who
was a
I
lot
love.
of
I love both of them.
I'm a
I attracted a lot
gigantic
of
Rachel
mixed
True
people that
fan
I
want to
love
hang out
Rachel
with me.
True.
since
Love
the
her.
craft, but yeah.
Love her so bad. Love her. I love all of them. But yeah, like I can imagine. They do get that idea. I think the problem is like, and I say this often when it comes to like black identity. Like, first of all, like I don't necessarily subscribe to the one drop rule. I do think you have to be in community with black people to be like
100%.
actively black. Like,
20%.
Absolutely.
and particularly, and no shade to Chris or any of the wonderful black men that follow and listen, but I think you particularly have to be in community with black women.
Hmm.
And I mean beyond just like, this is my friend. Like, what are you? Who are you? What do you identify as? What do you see yourself in? How do you politically align? All of those things are extremely important when it comes to like black identity. And again, I don't think it necessarily, you could have a black parent, one black parent or one white parent or however the fuck you want to mix that up. But like, I think you have to politically align properly to be
Right.
in community with me. Like that's how I feel about it. For me to consider you black, not that that matters. Identify however the fuck you want. It's none of my business. But I don't really believe in that one drop rule shit. And I think with a lot of mixed people or people who like are obsessed with like this idea that you are like some sort of a mix. And it's not become its own cultural thing, like a Creole or a South African colored or a fucking Puerto Rican for that matter. But like, if you don't have that, then a lot of the times what's happening is they're just looking down their nose at blackness and then being upset that they're not being pedestalized when they do come into contact with black people because they're being told because of this white blood that you're so much more elevated or you're so much more above black community and black culture. So like you can't be a part of something that you look down your nose at, and that's where that disconnection feels. And then when they do have these white women do have these children, they're not educating them about any of that because they haven't unpacked their own racism. So they're giving kids like that come into the community saying, "Oh, not used to like, for instance, our cultural habit of roasting and being
Right.
so sensitive that they think that's somehow a rejection from community rather than us embracing you."
Bringing you in.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they're never gonna get it, and then they wreak terror and havoc on the rest of us who are fine and who are
They
used to
teased
this.
me. They made
They
fun of
tease
me
me.
because I was
And
white.
you have it like and then they're talking to us online in their mind, equating like their white relatives calling them full on hard ERs with us saying, banana. You know what I'm saying? Or look at Big Bird over there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
and I'm like, how do y'all equivocate these things? Like that's
it's a fundamentally different thing.
it
And
is.
when you have JD Vance coming out and downplaying what these young Republicans said and kind
Right.
of in a weird way almost equating it to that kind of roasting, like, oh, like Just like it's
with
gross.
his Indian wife, and in these text messages,
But
they're
but,
You don't
but it's
describing that
exactly
bad
what
for
Indians
her.
don't
but
shower.
no, but I'm
I
glad you
don't feel
brought his
bad for
wife
her
up.
either. I don't feel bad for her
You
either.
don't
But
feel
their
No,
children
but
are the
I'm
mixed people we were talking about. Is
right.
what I'm
No,
saying.
they're
it's
probably
literally
going to
what
grow
you were
up
just
like
saying right there.
what we just talked
Yeah.
about. JD Vance's kids
Oh
are
yeah.
going to think they're white, and then the world is
Yeah.
going to treat them like they're not white, and they're going to be confused and angry, like a lot of mixed kids in this country. Like, why are you treating me this way? Because in
Right.
reality, you are not white, and you never will be, and white
It's never
supremacy
gonna
will
happen.
never accept you. It's never going to
Who's
happen.
Yeah. Right.
what's the Indian guy's name that's running for
Vivek Ramaswamy or
uh was it
who?
him? Hold on, wait.
Are you talking about the New York mayoral race?
No,
Because he's not Indian.
no,
Okay.
no.
Sorry.
I was no, that's a whole nother conversation.
Sorry.
No, there was is it no, no, I think it's Vivek, and I think he's running.
Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy.
And he's running for governor or something. Or I'm trying to
Was
find
he
it
on
out.
Tucker Carlson recently? Or like he
was
does
just,
like a whole circuit of stuff.
No, it's Vivek Ramaswamy. Hold on, I'm sorry. So basically, he was doing a town hall type situation, and to make a long story short, he's not Christian. He's not a Christian, right?
Yeah, he's a Hindu.
So he had just white men basically coming up to the podium and just being like, "Yeah,
I'm not gonna vote for you, bro. We're not gonna vote for you. You don't believe in Jesus."
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was Vivek, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like stereotyping it was some other Indian.
No, it's definitely Vivek. He's the token right now getting spent, and I'm like,
that's what it is. And it's like you're never gonna be on their team, dude. They're never gonna.
They don't.
I don't know why, and I don't understand
wish
why that's so hard. Like, I remember being in college and being around like Black people who were white identified and Indian people and Asian people, and it's like I don't understand why they don't understand. They will never be accepted as white. I don't care how much white association, white proximity you have. White people who are racist will always treat you like you're not white. Like, I don't get why you think, and it's like, just because you think putting down Black people will make white people like you, it won't make you whiter. It won't make you
They
whiter.
hate you worse. They hate you worse. And it's one of those things.
Like,
they hate you so much worse.
They
hate us, and they really hate y'all.
I was just looking at the video of Vivek, and the quote that I wanted to get from that appearance is, he tried to say that he's an ethical monotheist, as if any of the white people in the crowd would
knew what the fuck that means.
Using them big words.
Right.
Do you believe in Jesus or not, monkey? Like that. Like, come on, bro.
Like,
what are you doing?
Oh, well,
live
he's
amongst
an
these
ethical
whites.
monotheist. Well, then that makes sense.
They don't even realize that they're monotheists. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, listen, the only thing they know is Judeo-Christian, which is not a real fucking term. Like, somebody made that up in the fucking 80s to exclude like Islam and all the rest of the Abrahamic faiths that are in that fucking, in that triangle. That's the only thing they fucking know when it comes to a connection between religions. They don't know anything the fuck else. They don't know anything.
So
like, what are you saying? They haven't even read their Bible.
No.
It just brings me to another topic because it drives me crazy. I think I've talked about this before, but stupid people make my head hurt. And the fact that this country has so many freaking stupid people in it, like the fact that he does, like, you can't use normal vocabulary with these people because they're so slow and they don't understand anything, and they do stuff because they're always on, like, trying to antagonize those people on the internet because they're angry because I'm stupid. I don't know, whatever it is, and it's like, it's painful. We've gotten to the point in this country where we have so many dumb people who don't understand how the government works, how anything works. They just like, oh, I'm Christian and you're not like that.
You know what I think is more dangerous than having so many dumb people? I think it's having so many dumb people that refuse to take the expertise of those who have worked in a given field. So it's like, hey, if you're dumb, okay,
it's the death of expertise,
right?
Yes. But
But
they
if,
they don't
if
think that
there's an
people with expertise.
astrophysicist telling us something that we need to know, I don't need you with your dumb opinion saying, "Well, that astrophysicist doesn't know nothing about nothing." Like
But they don't. But they don't
there are
want to do
certain
that. They
areas where I know that I am deficient. Where I know, like, if I walk into
Right.
this thing, it's
same.
like I have to, like, just trust the
Right.
expertise, the people that have put the work in the field, right?
Right.
Right.
I don't want to be that type of person that's like a Charlie Kirk, for example, that goes to college campuses and like, oh, all this college stuff is for the
But that's
birds.
what
Yeah.
they've
What
been
about the
fed.
You're wasting
MRS
your
They've
time.
degree?
been fed
Right.
that college is elitism, and you just think you're better than me, and that
Oh
education
God.
doesn't mean anything. Just because you have some degrees, that doesn't mean you know more than me. They've been fed this propaganda for years. They've been dumbing down the nation for years. And now these people think their ignorance is equivalent to our expertise. That's where we
Mhm.
are. They feel as though, and the thing that gets on my nerves because a lot of times, like people would debate Charlie Kirk. Stop fucking debating this dummy.
It just
Right.
pushes
Stop
the
making them
Overton window. That's what
on
happened. It
It,
pushed the Overton window. That's
mhm.
what happened by
yeah,
platforming these fucking freaks. It
you're
just pushed it over. So
platforming
now
people.
everybody's more
And
conservative.
that was the goal of the billionaire dude that propped Charlie up in the first place. That's what he
Right.
wanted to
Like
do.
you're
He
That
wanted,
putting
fucking
people.
he wanted
freak.
to shift the conversation, the narrative.
Charlie and
Mhm.
Candace Owens, by that matter, they have the same benefactor.
But it's like, but the thing is, I think
But Australia said nope.
what they really what they really do is they prey upon people that I think have low self-esteem sometimes as well. And
Well, that's what
like,
white supremacy is about.
well,
Yeah, those
because
fringe people we were talking about who cannot fit in, they don't have all the benefits, they can't access all the benefits of white
Yeah, at
supremacy
least
because
I'm
of
better than
lookism
being
or
black.
classism.
right.
Yep.
No, because
And this
That's
is
all
just
it is.
one.
At least.
I look at it like
Mhm.
this, right? Like I think that I'm fairly intelligent. I think that you guys would somewhat agree when I'm not doing weird gestures with my hands and stuff for the most part, right? But with that being
Yeah.
said, I don't think that it is some assault on my personal intelligence to say if I had a legal issue, I would ask you, Kai, because that is literally what you went to school for.
Right.
Expertise.
And even in
Expertise.
that, there's levels to that because I don't
Right.
practice. Like I know a
Yeah.
lot of I know a lot of stuff, but
You could
there'll be
point me in the right direction, but if it was
be like,
above
oh,
your,
listen,
you might be
I know
like, hey,
this.
let me refer you to
Yeah,
this
let
other
me point you to
person.
somebody who knows what you need. But
Right.
speaking
That's
of
what I'm
like,
saying.
okay, the problem with believing that you're better than somebody just because you're black or because you're white and you deserve more because you're white. All right, so I don't know if you guys missed it. Yesterday was Vanilla Gate on Threads. Vanilla Gate, basically, this black lady, her neighbors gifted her a bunch of vanilla, and this white lady accused her of making the story up because there's no way that
Like vanilla extract, like,
well, vanilla. They actually had the vanilla sticks. Like
oh, like actual. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
the pods, that's really cool. I would
okay.
love to
right.
get
So
gifted some fucking
she
vanilla.
was just
What? If
happy
we're
to
our
get the
neighbors, that's
vanilla.
so dope. Yeah, I'd be so
Yeah.
excited about this. What do you mean? That's so
Right. So
cool.
she posted excitedly about it. And again, the problem with racism is it gives this false thing that, oh, I automatically am better than you. And I automatically deserve more than you. So vanilla's very expensive. And so this white lady
It
basically
is.
got in her comments was like, you're a liar. There's no way. Something like that. I didn't read all of it. I kind of just
What?
deducted because everybody was talking about it. And it blew up. It went viral that, this white lady accuses black lady of lying. And then it turns out the lady wasn't lying. And it was like, really, it just came down to what racism really messes up people's heads. White people, racism hurts you too because it automatically makes you believe that you're superior and you're better and you deserve more, and then you get angry and jealous when you see black people with things you don't have or doing
Over
things you can't
vanilla?
do. Vanilla, bro. Vanilla Gate. It was a real thing. It really happened. It was yesterday. It was a whole thing.
You know
I
what?
mean,
That reminds me of that Toni Morrison quote, though. Like the primary function of racism is to waste people's time. They tell you that you can't do this, so you have to prove that you do that kind of thing. That's
right.
what that is. You just wasted
Yeah.
that lady's time. She's trying to share and spread joy and positivity with a great message of neighborhood and community and vanilla, like delicious vanilla.
Right.
And now
Like,
she has to
I'm gonna
waste
make
time to fucking defend defending herself from this fucking freak who thinks
Right.
people don't give people like home goods. Like that's
But let me
I.
just say,
My neighbor brought me fucking my neighbor is like a crunchy granola black man who
Mhm.
makes all of his own cold pressed juices. He brings me juice all the time. He also brings like baked goods. He's a chef, so he brings stuff
Nice.
like that all the time.
But don't
I'm
put it
jealous
on
that she
Friends,
got
girl.
vanilla. Apparently, I can't have it because
Don't do
but he
that.
is a black
But it's just
man.
like
Like you know,
Angel Reese. Angel Reese in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. The amount
she
of
looks
white
so
women.
good.
Okay,
Looks so good.
absolutely beautiful. But okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing: it's not always white women, but it's always white women. We can just say that. But the amount of white women that were like, she didn't deserve to be in the show. She's not special. She's not
They're
beautiful. It's
always in
just
the
insane.
comments.
I don't know if
They're
you
all
saw the video of the white lady that read the white women for Phil because they were like, "Are you saying you can attain this?" Like, did you all see that video? Because she cracked me
I
up.
did.
She said, "You think you look like this? Like, you think
They
that you can
do.
attain?"
I don't think they see themselves for real
Right.
because white supremacy has convinced them that they're all beauties. And that's
Yeah.
why they fucking lose their mind and become Karens as soon as they're out of like the age of fuckability. That's what like why Taylor Swift is going through her thing right now. You can't be a
It
white girl
is.
anymore because you're 36.
Stop
You know, it's
taking
not
it
cute
out on
anymore.
black women.
Yeah,
Like,
don't take it out on us.
stop taking it out on black people. It's not
Right.
us that's the problem. It's racism and the fact that you've been raised in a
And
culture that makes you
sexism.
believe and
Yeah.
sexism makes you believe that you're better and you're not.
Right.
Like, just deal with deal with the system that caused you to have this belief and stop taking your rage out on black people who have nothing to do with it. And that's
Yeah.
what they do. Like, I posted something the other day. I haven't done a video on it because these white women came for me like crazy, and I was just like
They're
screenshotting and
all
blocking.
like that.
They're unhinged. It's not
I
always
know.
white women.
I
After
know.
a while, it's
always
exhausting. Like, you don't even want to deal with it.
Yeah, like for real, I will block them so quick. Like I'm not going to listen to you because like, what happens honestly is like they all start fucking crying, and then they make you seem like you're
Oh
an
yeah, they
attacker.
weaponize
And they
their
get like
tears. They're always
55 white people. I
they
don't
center
care. I'll be the
themselves.
villain.
So
Yeah,
wait,
it's like,
Chris Wright said, honestly, you can blame everything on the white women and Ronald Reagan.
Oh, white men too. Well, we're not going to
what
do that though.
the thing is,
White
like,
men,
wait,
white men
I
first.
don't understand
Okay.
why white women have
But
so much
yes, Chris, I
smoke.
agree.
They have so much smoke for black women and black
And none
people.
for
They're
their
always
men.
enough for the
None for
men
their
that are the
men.
problem. None.
None.
They're
Like,
like, did you guys see that these new laws that were passed in Kentucky where the automatic
I
default
don't
in
know which
family
one.
court is to give well, there's it's like Kentucky and a couple of other states, like 14 other states that are supposedly have bills on that, on the books for this to happen, but it automatically gives custody 50-50 in cases of like divorce or child custody hearings. Automatic 50-50. You have to prove your way one way or the other. And I'm like, so it's not in the best interest of the child because
Not at
50-50 has never, ever, ever been in the best interest of the child. What it's doing though, is literally to reduce the amount of child support that non-custodial parents have to pay.
all.
Right. So it gets them off of the hook. And we know
Right.
how this goes out of
I
court.
know.
Like people try to say that this is like you know how it goes. People always try to say, oh, this
As
is female
somebody that's
bias in
had
the
to
court system.
share,
I'm like, it's not.
it has somebody that's had to share custody. I'm gonna tell you honestly that it doesn't. Your kid picking up bags and going from one house to the other house is
It's not helpful.
it's not healthy and it's not helpful. And the kid is always in transition. And I
Yep.
didn't even have 50-50. And to see my child struggle with constantly transitioning, I couldn't imagine doing it every week. Like, I was like, how are these parents doing this every week to their kid? I don't think this is healthy. I think it's just,
It's
it's like
not.
the kid is never settled. Like,
Yeah, it's for parental comfort because like this is the thing. If
it
they
really
wanted
is.
to be active participants, well go over your ex's house or a few nights a week take your kid out or take them over to your house and do homework and take them back home so that they can sleep or
Yeah.
figure out a different way to do this. But like 50-50 splitting half like literally half the time, so 3 or 4 days off and on. How the fuck is a child supposed to cope with
The
that?
way that
But it's
the
really
it's 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off. And it's like your kid is always, and I didn't
well
have that. I fought against it because that's what
because
the
it's
other
horrible.
parent,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, absolutely not. I'm gonna fight it and fought, like kept fighting until things settled. And even now, like the little bit of time, it's still not so hard because she's older now, but I couldn't imagine how
Yeah.
damaging it was been for her
Well, in
to.
Kentucky, the result has been that divorce has gone down a great deal, and I think part of that, well, I think it's like 14% since this law has passed, and I think part of that is because women know if they're in abusive situations or situations where they know this person's going to be an absolute fucking jackass,
Mhm.
what's going to happen is they're going to be, their children, they're going to be forced to leave their children with someone who's possibly abusive
Yeah.
for,
No, I mean they're
50%
doing
of the
all
time.
the things. So since we're talking about it, they're doing all the things to force women to be, basically chattel again to men. Like you
Yeah,
can't
for sure.
you gotta have babies, you can't leave, you can't work. They're doing all the things. So that brings me to today is no King's Day. My black
Yeah,
ass is at home. I made a post about it today.
right.
I support all of you guys out there for No King's Day. Do your thing. Um,
Do your
as a
thing.
black woman, I am not there on principle. Like, we've done our job. We have been on the front lines. And we voted correctly. So that's another reason why I feel like, hey, this is
Yeah.
on y'all. We did what we were supposed to do. Y'all did not do what you were supposed to do. So get out there and protest, and I hope it goes well. But this government has gone. I mean,
So far. Like, what constitution? That's what it feels like right now. What
like
constitution? What are you talking about? Where are we? What country is this?
I don't know what to do. Like every day I'm just trying to function and I already have a lot on my plate and I'm just like, how are people functioning in this madness right now? Like we are in a full-on fascist government. It's full on. It's not a joke. It's not a game.
Yep.
People are being kidnapped off the streets. People's rights have been stripped away. There's no such thing as due
Citizens,
process anymore.
citizens. I want to be when you say
Yeah,
people,
citizens are being snatched off the street.
citizens.
Children they are snatching children and putting them in prison camps in other states, y'all. We are in full-blown fascism. It's really bad out there. We
And
do
beyond
have to
that,
be
they're also
aware.
using Stingray technology, which is crazy. Basically creating their own temporary cell phone towers to just pick up massive swarms of data about people to help track you. ICE has permission to basically track your phone. And they don't even need you to click a link or scan a QR code or anything else. All they need to do is send you a text message. And once they have that creek into it, they have carte blanche to continue to keep going.
Hey,
Hey,
Kiki,
Kiki!
let me know if you
Oh,
want if you want to join. I'll send you a link. You can hop on if you want to hop
hey! Yeah,
in.
please
Good
come
to see
on
you.
in. We love
Like, just
you.
send me
It's Kiki.
Is that
me
the
up.
uppity negress? Wait a
That
second.
is
Yeah,
Kiki.
Wait, hold on.
you
No,
want to hop on? Just send me a message
she
either
needs
on
to jump
Thread
on here.
or on Facebook. I will send you a link. So just hit me up.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we would love to
but
have you. You and
yeah, because I know
baby, if
you
you
got a
got
lot to
time.
say. I know
Yeah.
you got a lot to say.
She from Chicago. She don't take all that shit. But yeah,
Right.
but I'm saying ICE has like carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah.
And that's the frustrating thing right now. Is
And
that it does impact everybody. And like I'm not one who's sitting out of political action, even though like ideologically I love the idea of rest and people doing that as well. But No Kings in particular, I'm not going to. And the reason why is because like it's the Cory Booker of movements. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it's however many hour long
no,
filibuster
that's
with
good.
no plan after. And I want to I want to plan. So what are you going to
Mhm.
do after? How else are you going to resist at the highest level so that we can actually get some shit done? I don't have time for this.
Yeah. She said,
Ah,
I've been up all
The,
night.
the other thing, don't threaten us with a good time. That
First of all,
Fiona,
I
exactly.
just sent you the link
that's
on
the fine
Threads.
Fiona. Hold on.
So yeah, Fiona was fine.
I'm trying to
I just
tell
sent you
you.
the link on
It
Threads. So if you
was.
go to your Threads
Mm.
messages, it's there. Yeah, that's the
Let
But
link.
Kiki enjoy the
in all
show.
seriousness, we at some
You
point,
can enjoy.
if today's not the day, at some point we should have her on. That would be incredible.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Listen, this will be the one where everybody will tune in, particularly
Yeah.
Mark, who loves Kiki and follows her on Threads. If he follows
Oh,
no
we
one
should just
else,
plan for it.
he
Let's just
follows
plan for
Kiki
it.
on Threads.
She's
Yeah.
so good.
Let's just
Shout
say.
out to her rabbit hole series of posts. Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
Ah, man. Yeah.
This
I
is a
The
love
thing
the
rabbit
is,
hole.
rabbit
she's so
holes.
right.
No
And
doubt.
I
I'm just
love
saying
them.
the rabbit hole. I've
No,
known every single rabbit hole. I was like, she on it. I there's
me
not
too.
been one I'm like, you
I
want
love
it.
it because I love that Kiki also has decided not to fucking explain to a bunch of people and for them to use your research skills, use the tools. You have the sum of all fucking human information in your hands at any given time. And the fact that like
True.
people are like, oh well, could you help me find? She's like, nope.
I just made a post about that
So I
the
love
other
that.
day.
Thank you for that.
Some dude was like, I don't know what's going on. Can you send me some information about the black farmers? And I was like,
Oh.
you
Yeah.
must have
No.
mistaken my name with
Nope.
Google. Like you got me
Nope.
confused. Like
Yep.
what
Not gonna
is
do that.
this? What is this expectation of like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Can you educate me? He literally
It's
says
the expectation of our labor. It's our labor all of the time. It's labor, 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 labor. They expect to like, and they're like, oh, but I'm coming in good faith. I'm like, no, you're not.
yeah,
Let's
no, you're
just
not.
like I don't trust you enough to be honest with yourself to tell me whether or not you're going to be coming in good faith about it. But also, I don't have fucking time. I got other shit to do. I'm trying not to die around
Oh,
here.
she's
That's all.
here. Yay!
Uh, y'all have
Yay!
convinced me to
You
join.
look beautiful.
I look amazing. I
Glowing.
work
No,
part
you
time.
don't.
I work part time at a bar, and so
Uh-huh.
I've been up all night. And then after the bar, I did other things, and so
Other things. Well.
Other
I've been
things.
outside.
Well, thank you for
Other
joining.
things. You look so pretty and glowy.
I know,
I
glowing
feel
mama.
so fat and gassy.
No,
Oh,
you not. You look beautiful. Stop
you
it.
are.
Cut it
I
out.
can't wait to see this baby. I am so looking
I know.
forward to. I don't know if you're gonna post pictures, and if you don't, I
She's not
respect it.
posting
But
that baby.
I was
I
gonna say.
can't wait to see this
Kiki don't
baby.
post them children.
I did post my baby when my baby was a baby, just
Okay.
because faces change so much. Where like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
different, like at a 5-year-old, like their faces mostly, but like the first 1 or 2 years, nobody looks the same as they do
Yeah,
Yeah.
in those
true.
years. And so
Yeah.
I was
That's true.
comfortable posting them then, but like
Hmm.
I had a situation when my baby was maybe 5 or 6, and at this time I was just posting on my personal page, but my
Hmm.
my following grew out of my personal page because so many people were following my personal from like woke book interactions that it just kind of got mixed in with my personal. And the thing that made me stop posting my baby online is that someone saw my kid out with their grandma at a
Absolutely
grocery
not.
store, and they messaged me and they said,
Mm-mm.
oh, I think I saw blank 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 at the store with the lady,
Mm-mm.
described them both, and then I double checked that it was actually them, and I was like, absolutely not, and that was it.
Mm-mm.
You know,
No, you're.
it's
That's a
funny
fucking
because
freak.
there was
Absolutely
there
not.
was a
And
there was a situation where someone I was at my job and someone recognized me from Facebook, and
Mm.
that shit felt weird to me as an adult man. So
Yeah.
I could only imagine how you felt when it's like, oh,
No.
your kid, I
I
follow
don't know
you.
if you guys have ever
Like,
noticed,
nah,
but
nigga.
Mm-mm.
It definitely
so
feels
I've
weird.
always posted.
Yep, you go ahead.
I've always posted my daughter as the little flower. Like I know you guys seen that. Like if I talk
Mhm.
about her, I never use her name, and so like for her whole life, and like I don't post her very often now unless it's something that she's performing or something like that. But I always put the little flower, so I always can identify who knows her and who doesn't know her by how they refer
Right.
to her. If they say her name, then they've met her. If they say the little flower, is an internet person. So I don't know if you want to find, little like pseudonym to like
Yeah.
put up for your whatever, but it works. It's a good way, even if you don't actually post any pictures. When you refer to your kid as,
Agreed.
like the little
Yeah.
flower,
I,
it
I
keeps
I definitely won't be telling anybody except for the people who bought something off my registry the baby's actual name.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I
That's
love
fair.
that.
I'm handwriting like thank you cards and sending out handwritten thank you cards to every person who
So
bought something
sweet.
on my registry, and it'll be from like me and my babies, and they have like names that match up and are kind of cool, and I'll tell y'all what they are
Yeah.
after the fact.
I'm so excited though. When does the baby do? I don't even know. Like I love
December.
babies. Y'all don't understand. Like
December.
her baby, December. Okay,
Yeah.
like we're rooting for my birthday. Come on, December 23rd. Come on.
But yeah,
No,
once I had, and then I had a different scary interaction where a person recognized just me,
Mhm.
and but they sent me a
Mm.
message after the fact, and were like, I saw you in Walgreens at this date.
Absolutely not.
with the little girl, because my baby is, femme presenting. And so, like, even that was scary. And I was like, in the future, I need you to comprehend that this is fucking creepy. Like,
I think the internet has made people like much more like, okay with stalking and like, or the idea of it, like, and it's uncomfortable. It is deeply uncomfortable. Like, I don't think it's normal.
Goldberg. I don't like
me. I know you're a pro wrestling fan, so I know that you know that people can get really creepy and weird at airports, hotels. It's this weird kind of parasocial type thing where if they feel like they have a connection with your brand or what have you, that gives them carte blanche to have this connection where like they can just do whatever. It's like, dude, no.
And y'all know one thing about me, I'm gonna set the fucking boundary because this what we want.
I know we have your boundary workbook around here. I got it from my teenage girls.
The phenomena is ambient. It's called ambient intimacy. Like they think that they know us, follow us online, and and we're showing our real personalities. I think that's why people connect to certain people online. Like people feel connected to it.
Authenticity is increasingly rare, and so when you are an authentic voice and you're not like posturing or trying to be,
and so,
because there are a lot of people who are trying to be something, who are just being.
Right.
Yeah.
And to y'all, I want to say, get a job.
They think that they know you and
become employed.
Friends with you, and they think that they can reach out. Like I don't answer DMs for people I don't like, men I don't know. Period. Like, and it's like the amount of men that send these messages, and I don't like DMs at all. Like if I don't know you, we ain't following each other, we don't have no like connection. Why do you feel like you as a stranger can send me a private message? Like it just feels wrong, and I don't understand.
Why are we whispering? Why can't we talk about this publicly? Why are we whispering?
Why can't it be all public? Why? Like
as
I don't
soon as
get
Threads came out with the messaging feature, I immediately post like, do not message me unless it's about money. Like if it's not about money immediately, leave me alone.
Right.
Okay? I think that people mistake the fact that I am so open and raw as like an invitation to come in, but it's literally just autism.
I might have diagnosed. But sometimes I'm like, I say some wild stuff, and I'm like,
autism. I don't know how to have pretense.
But no, but it reminds me of a disclaimer that you oftentimes have to put on a lot of your posts, where if you're discussing something about your body or something physically,
no advice.
Like, this is not a solicitation for medical advice.
Oh my God, people are so weird.
I'm allowed to share without you having to feel like you are going to diagnose me from across the computer screen. Like,
some of that is just white paternalism, though, because there's always like a particular brand, and I'm not going to keep on letting people like hide behind. Yeah, but it's always white. It's always white. It's
not always white.
It's always white. They shouldn't be allowed to hide behind that, because that's what it is. It's literally paternalism. Like they're coming in to tell you about what you should be doing with your body, and then getting angry that you're like, hey, shut the fuck up, which is like a wild thing. It's a crazy thing to me. I don't understand it, and it never stops. Like it's in every avenue.
Chris likes to go and cook while we're on air, so if you see him disappear, like he's cooking.
Sorry.
Sometimes he comes back with a puppet.
I just had to curse someone out on Threads like 5 minutes ago because I posted a status and it said Thurgood Marshall being proceeded, so PRO seated by
it's hot.
Clarence.
Sorry.
Is that a cinnamon roll?
Yes,
it's a cinnamon roll.
Proceeded by Clarence Thomas. I don't know who the fuck Clarence Howard is. Did I just mix him up with Clarence Howard?
That's what listen, similar mindsets though. Yeah. They're both insane.
The fact that he was preceded by that coon ass nigga is like a perfect example of like all skin not being kid. And here comes some member of the digital HOA. I think you mean succeeded, but And I'm like, bitch, no, I didn't. I meant
No,
proceeded, which means
proceeded.
to continue or follow.
Digital
I think you
HOA
don't
is
know
the
the
best thing I've
difference
heard today, by the
between
way.
proceeded and
And
preceded, which means
preceded.
to come before. And that's why your
I hate
musty
it.
ass needs to mind your own fucking word choice and not try to police mine.
They
I don't
they love it.
understand.
It's like their
I don't
favorite thing.
understand.
They act like they
Like, I
personally
see stuff.
invented fucking English, bro. Like, it makes me
I see
so
stuff
mad.
online all the time, and I scroll past it, even though I'm like, oh, that's dumb. I don't say anything. I don't like. I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, all right, you're an idiot, and I just keep going.
About
I
this
don't
before.
feel the need to
I
jump
talked about
in and
this
tell
before.
somebody.
It's a cultural thing. It's a
It
cultural
is.
thing, I think, because
It is.
Black people are given an innate understanding that certain shit just ain't for us, right? Like,
Right.
for
Right.
example, as a little kid, you sit your ass at the kids' table, right? You don't come
Right.
your ass over here trying to have, you know, be
Adult
involved
conversation.
in adult conversations if you don't have the requisite amount of grownness, right?
Hello.
Like,
Hello.
and some of these people on the internet need to firstly recognize when it comes to, especially like intellectual things, sociological things, mental health things, you are not my fucking peer.
We're not.
Right.
We're
You're
not
not my
peers.
Thank
fucking
you.
No,
We're
but
not
people,
peers.
We're not
right.
because people that have that mentality are so quick to jump into situations where they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Kiki, I don't know if you remember this, but I'm going to go to a throwback. At one point in one of the groups, you and I were talking about Black Israelites, and someone called you an
Oh yeah.
anti-Semite. Do you remember this?
Oh my
They
god.
called you
what?
an anti-Semite. Wait, no,
Anti-Semite.
because she and I were going back and forth talking about the Black Israelites that are outside of Madison Square fucking Garden, yelling at white people that they're the devil,
with
right?
fucking Power Ranger cosplays on.
That's
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. As an extra person,
we didn't
the
say that
costumes be
out
kind of
loud
fire.
because we were having like a Black conversation where we both knew what the fuck we were talking
An
about.
Israelite is right.
And here comes this. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. No, go ahead. You about to say something?
And I think that another thing that confuses them is that they feel like because we have such a grasp on them and their culture that
That they
it's
understand
reciprocal. And it's absolutely not. And this applies to men too, and why women can have nuanced conversations on men, but men cannot have nuanced conversations on women. Because first of all, we watch you, we pay attention to you, we know you. We are almost always placed in positions that are immediately subservient to you. A lot of the times we know you better than you know yourself because we see the parts of you that you don't show anybody else, right? And Black people know Black people that way, and women know women that way. But men don't know women that way, and white people don't know us that way.
At
And
all.
they need to fundamentally recognize that and shut the fuck up and stay out of our business, or actually listen and observe so that they can gain that understanding. But it is not inherently reciprocal. I see that all the time online where people are like, a woman can't teach a man how to be a man, and like you a woman, you can't speak on men. Bitch, I know men better than men know themselves. Not only because I read and I pay attention, but also because I'm a dom. So I really know you motherfuckers inside and out. All right.
Oh man, they all want mommy.
Chris here.
You really want to know men? Ask sex work.
They want mommy. All the time. Oh my god. I tell people this all the fucking time. But we know white people in the way that abused children know their abusive parent. That's the truth about it. We know all of their triggers and
a certain way, or
exactly
just a little bit too hard. That
just a little bit. We know
that hypervigilance.
That's what it is.
Right. It is.
That's what it is. That's how we know them. And like they'll never know us in the same way because they don't have anything to like outside of maybe getting smacked in the fucking mouth. They don't have the same things to fear from us that we have to fear from them. So they're never gonna get it on the same level. They don't have it in them to get it on the same level.
And they're never gonna have that level of fear to do so. And I recently had a conversation with a person that I had to let back in my life, that I had recently removed from my life. But because they were like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see you. I'm so excited, blah, 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 blah. And I told them straight up, I bet you are, because you did not harm me. I'm sorry, I did not harm you the way you harmed me. So of course you're excited. Right. Of course you're happy. Of course you're all of these things. And I need you to know that if we did not literally have to interact, we never would. So we took care of our business, but like that dynamic of I have to be observant and wary in ways that you don't, because you don't
Right.
have that same level of fear that is based on actual, tangible, legitimate experience.
Things that
Right.
happened on Earth.
Right? Y'all sit around and y'all think about
They
y'all,
fantasize about being
fantasize
persecuted.
about
They're like, oh,
fantasize about us
what would
rising up
happen
and
if
striking
they make
back.
TikTok videos? They make TikTok videos pretending that, like, somebody's gonna come up to them and shoot them if they're like, "Are you gonna get the vaccine?" No, I'm not gonna get it. And then, like, they're pretending they are
Oh my God,
insane
I saw
people.
that.
Insane people.
What is that
Insane
like?
people.
Hold
What is
up,
that
hold
like
up.
to
This Chris
be able
Wright
to
comment.
fantasize
To
about being harmed?
manufacture your own fear. That's crazy. To not have to
We
live
gotta
in it.
grab. Let me grab this Chris Wright comment because he said we gotta start calling folks coons, like for real,
Never stop,
I
Chris. I
agree.
never stop.
I was just saying, I was like, I mean, I literally put a video out calling people coons.
Look
like,
at the coons. Like, the coons be out.
It was across the cooniverse instead of across the universe, like the Beatles song. Across
It's
the universe.
we
I'm
have to
sorry.
do. I mean,
It's
we've
so
always
funny.
had coons. We've
It's so
always
funny.
had coons. They're never going to go away. It's always going to be a thing. But we have to stop platforming them. That's part of my thing. Like, I don't even like when I see somebody
for sure.
like doing coon stuff, I don't talk about them at all. Like, I don't make a public post because I'm like, bruh, I'm just
There's
like, we're not gonna give you the space.
the only time that you should be platforming shit like that is in a way that does not give an immediate callbacks for people to go look for them, and also just to point out all the reasons that it's dumb.
Right.
And I feel like in terms of social media strategy, I found the most successful way to do that out of all creators that I've seen, where like we're not even discussing this person. Right. We know this person is a dumb bitch. Let's talk about this idea.
Period.
Right. Like
Right.
and I made a video about why I don't do stupid ass internet debates, even though I literally get invited to them all the goddamn time. All the goddamn time.
We were just talking about this. You can't let these people who are not educated, who don't have the experience, who don't have the background, to think that they're on the same level as you. You're not on our level.
It comes back to you're not my fucking peer.
And I don't want to talk about it.
You don't deserve you don't deserve space on the same stage as me unless you're walking up for me to tell you to sit the fuck back down.
Right.
Cat. Period. No, but seriously. No, I had a male friend, well, a former male Facebook friend tag me in something saying, "Oh, I would love to see I would love to see Sara, Tonin and some lady in a debate." And I said, I would absolutely hate that. I would never do that. And then I made a post immediately after. I do not want to debate your freakish fucking pick me friends. I don't want to fucking talk to them. There's nothing about your friends that I want to talk about. You can't defend. Like, could you imagine? Like this is the thing. If she wants to do like that whole like Candace Owens, like grifty bullshit, that pick me trad wife bullshit, that's fine, cool. But personally, I think they should go all the way with it. Get the fuck off the internet. Why am I talking to you then? Why am I fucking talking to you? Go bake some bread.
I don't know if you were friends then, but do y'all remember when the white school coat lady challenged me to a debate? did y'all see that?
Oh, I remember that.
And I think I made a hashtag that things I had to do other than debate road cutting. Like, I had a hashtag and I was like blow drying my hair. Like, I did a whole day. I was like doing yoga, like things I had to do other than, like, I spent a whole day. Like, he was trying to debate me, and I was like, things I have
Ro
to
is
do that are better
insane.
than
Ro is insane. If it works. My thing is, if it works so well for her, why is she on the internet? Why is she trying to recruit? Why is she making like a pick me MLM? Like, what are you doing all this for? If it works so well for you, why do you still have to work? It seems like you still have to work. You're not just freely sharing joy. You created a program.
Like,
why do we see you? I've never heard her husband talk one time. It's been like 10 years.
I have, and it's hilarious.
The fact that people don't see through that grift, especially because, first of all, if all of these women just love being a wife and mother and that is the pinnacle of their existence, why are they monetized?
Well, thank you.
Look, it's
Child.
very. I mean,
Ooh.
what did I
Oh,
call
wow.
it? Tread life.
This is their
Wait.
job.
It's
Their
big.
This is their job. You're their job. That's what I be trying to
Right.
tell people. You're the job. If they're selling
Yeah.
courses, you're the job. You're not going to learn
They-
anything. You're the job.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
outta
And
here.
the thing that's funny to me about Rogue, because
So
trad
funny.
wife content is huge. They make a lot of money. These white women making
They
trad
do.
wife content is a lot of money. Like it's a whole lot of money in it.
Mhm.
But she doesn't even sell the trad life well. Like she
Doesn't.
looks
They were sleeping
like,
on
struggle
beaches.
with-
Like,
She
what is
looks
happening?
hammered. She looks like
Like-
Mr. Burns. I have a series
Who
on my
made
personal
that?
page somewhere. That was
It was
where
it was
I
Kiki.
took
She made
where I
Mr.
took all of the pictures of her and found a direct fucking parallel to Mr. Burns animation. Yes, that was me because bitch, you look like Mr. Burns. You look
Yo,
old.
video.
You
that
look
was
haggard.
a-
You
was
have
this
little
one or
spots.
something? Was it this?
All right. You are not the pinnacle of beauty or femininity to me, bitch. Okay.
You have no edges. You have no
You have no
edges.
edges. And you know who else does it? Mr. fucking Burns.
I rest my case.
Oh my god, that was the funniest thing ever. Yeah, like, dude, I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, she still looks like
I don't-
Mr. Burns. It's so funny.
Like, I cried when I saw that thing. I literally cried tears because I was
Oh
like,
my god. Can
God.
somebody put it up on the screen? I'm sorry. It's so
I don't
funny.
even-
I
I
laugh
can't find it.
every
It's
Fine.
on my
Yes,
old
sure.
page, so it's
Oh.
deleted now. I know.
Oh.
I lost 7 years
Mm,
of just S tier content.
You know that
it really
that
was.
needs
I
to
was
come
Good
out.
stuff.
devastated when that page got deleted. I was
Same.
devastated.
So it was unbelievable. Still no
Facebook
real
was like,
reason.
This white woman is making too much money. Like,
Yeah, girl, I was racking up on my old page. I was one of
yeah,
the
no,
first
that's how it
people-
was. It was a bunch of black content creators on Facebook.
Yeah.
The same time your page got deleted, it was a bunch.
Yep.
Facebook is really it's a
And
racist
it was right.
Interesting.
It was
organization.
coincidentally
Of course.
right before the election.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, of
no,
course.
Mm.
Yeah,
course.
it wasn't just you, it was a bunch.
Right.
And I think, I'm very careful about Facebook because I know it's racist. And what I do is I try to post as many links as possible to get people off the platform. I know it drives them crazy because they
Right.
remember they banned me or something. So I just stopped posting. I don't know if you guys know this,
She did.
but if
yes.
you get banned and you stop posting, they'll unban you because they're like, wait, we want you to still be addicted to like posting on here. And if you don't
Mhm.
post, then how can we punish you? So I just stopped posting. I was like, all right,
You don't post how
Oh,
good-
yeah.
I'm banned. You don't get no content. Then they were like, oh, and then
Word.
they demonetized me. And I was like, cool, I won't post anything. I'll only post links. And that doesn't help Facebook because as soon as somebody clicks a link, they're off the platform.
They're out.
Yeah.
want
They
you to come back.
remonetized me
They
because they were
tried
like,
to-
oh,
They tried to ban me in like June. No, it was May because it was like right after the Beyonce concert when I went to Cowboy Carter. And
Rub it.
and they tried to ban me and they like tried to restrict me and demonetize me. And when I say I did not post at all that day, bitch, because I'm like, I'm not getting anything from this. They reversed it immediately. They were like, we're gonna give you another chance. And I ain't never in my Negro life seen that before.
We're gonna give you
We're gonna give you another
Just this
chance.
once.
Just this once.
they absolutely
You.
depend on Black women content creators making
do.
them money. They absolutely depend on it. So I figured it
They
out. I
do.
was like, oh, okay. You don't want to pay me? Cool. I just won't post anything. I'll only
Yeah.
post people. I will take people off your platform. I'll post a link off your platform every day. And I was just only posting my website for like a year. Because I was like, yeah, what
Mhm.
Suddenly, like, oh, we're gonna pay you again. I'm like, oh, are you okay?
Of course.
I've
Let's
been
see what
doing
happens.
way better, especially since being deleted with not just depending on Facebook. So, my Substack is pretty popular and it makes a not insignificant amount of money a month.
Period.
Sure.
I need to
Nice.
do better about my YouTube. I really do need to do better about my
That's what I'm
YouTube.
working on. I need to do better about. I need to do better about everything. But I am overwhelmed right now. I don't know if you know. My mom
That's the
fell.
thing.
Kiki.
Yeah, no, life gets in the way,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when life
they
gets
did
in the way-
to my YouTube what they did to Kiki's Facebook. So like I had thousands
Yeah.
of hours of videos and things, and it's just gone. So it's like to start over when I have a real life outside of this internet bullshit. It's like,
yeah, and that's the other thing is that like people like us, we also work day jobs, right?
right?
I'm a
Yeah.
mom. I'm a single woman who's a homeowner, and then on top of that, I am also ADHD AF and autistic AF. And the like actual process of editing videos makes me want to shoot myself in the head, and that is
That's
not.
why I don't do it. Can't do it. Can't do
It's
it.
not that is not an exaggeration in any way.
Like I said, I had a video, an interview yesterday that I did with somebody that paid into the property program with Ro, and I haven't edited it yet. Like today is the goal to get that edited up. And I did that 30 vlogs in 30 days, and I was just aiming for 3 minutes. Like I was like, I just need 3 minutes. Dude, 3 minutes a day of video content and then editing on top of it. Oh my God, I felt like I was losing my mind. Like I was like, oh my God, I did it though. I was like, I did it. Like nobody can say I didn't do it. I did 30 days straight. But dude,
you're one of Cthulhu's strongest soldiers because I could not.
I swear I couldn't. Listen, and as much as you work and as all the things that you have to do, Kai, that was kind of amazing. I'm not gonna lie, because I can't even fathom doing that. I can't even fathom remembering to do it every day. Like I'm doing a walking challenge for my cousin's like breast cancer. My cousin Jasmine, who's wonderful, and we're fighting with you. But I'm doing the walking challenge for her to raise like breast cancer awareness. I do the walk every day and then forget to post about it. That's the most important part is posted about it. Fucking idiot, bro. Like I don't know how you do it.
End up not posting about it.
Don't even post it. Nope. Don't want to.
No,
but I'm going to. I got to get back on it.
Yeah, it was. What was crazy is like my mom fell in the middle of that 30 days. So on the 15th of September, she fell. She broke her knee and her wrist, and so it was like, how am I like, what the hell? And then I don't know if I probably talked about it in the video because
I can't even imagine how painful that must fucking be.
And then she fell, she had surgery. She was, it was all this stuff that was happening in the middle of that. And it was like, and then I told you my daughter was also sick during this time. She's been sick. So I've been in so many medical offices for like the last 30 days. And I was still like, I gotta do this challenge. So I was like, I would record when I was like driving. I was recording like when I was in the hospital. Like I was like, I'm just gonna I would come home and like take like 15 minutes to put it all together and post it. But like I'm glad I posted it.
God's strongest soldier.
It was such a job. It was such a job. And I was like, dude, like, why am I doing it? Clearly I'm insane. But I was like, I'm gonna do this because I just wanted to challenge myself.
I was gonna say that's perfectly fine. I feel that's like fine. All of us are a little bit crazy. A little
just
bit.
Diagnosed just like a little bit.
We make progress every day, but we still don't know why I'm like.
Word.
We make progress every day though, but yeah.
We making progress. That's all that matters though. You're getting somewhere. We don't know where yet, but we're getting somewhere. That's the important thing.
I mean, that's why we keep doing this. Like we do this, like we've been trying to do it every week, Kiki, but last week we all had something going on. But we keep doing it.
I don't like commit myself to this type of shit because I know I'm not going to be consistent about it. And Chris has reached out to me a bunch of times like, hey Kiki, do you want to this or that? I'm like, in theory I would, but in theory I'm gonna be let down.
Look, like, the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak.
I'm just probably I'm not that bitch. It's you gotta beautiful thing, y'all.
I have to say, I'm the herder. I'm the cat herder.
No,
I'm like
the cat herder.
I send a message ahead of time. I'm like, are we on? Like, I'm checking in.
Listen, leave it up to me and Chris. It'll be every 6 months.
If that.
Yeah, every 6 months, Chris and I will lock in. And what we used to do is record like 4 episodes of the podcast, and then like.
And I have to sit there. Like, we're going to do it again. I'm going to herd them together again to do their podcast. Like, so if you need what they call a project manager, that is who I am. Like that's
we need an adult. We need an adult. We're childish.
So
we need a fucking adult.
So Kiki, if there's a project that you want somebody to herd the cats, feel free. I will herd the cats for you because
She's
all of this happens.
She's really good about it too.
She's
No,
like,
really,
all of this happens because I'm like, all right, this is what we're doing. And I mean, it's not every week because we can't do it every week, but we try. We've been consistent since May, I have to say, or March or May. We've been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
So it's building.
Good.
I don't know where we're going, but it's building.
We're having a good time. We're
That's
having a
all-
good
that's all-
time.
that's
We're
all
just
that
living.
matters.
I
That's
have
all
to
that
say,
matters.
it's like therapy every week when we get together. I look forward to it because we get all of the stuff, the madness of the world, what's going on right now. We get it off our chest here. Like it's
Is
like
this product placement? It's
no, they gotta spend the money.
Out too for the unhealthy diabetic.
Oh God! Listen, 18 white women about to get on your post later if you say anything about diabetes.
Actually, can I give you some medical advice about your diabetes?
Baby,
Oh my God.
Let me go in the comments of your Facebook post and give you medical advice.
Like I said, it's not always white women, but it's always
Right.
white
It's
women.
white women.
It's always white women. It's not, but it is. They cannot just not.
Somebody on Facebook gave me unsolicited advice because I posted for whatever reason, since they updated threads, I cannot limit my comments. And y'all know me. I love limiting my motherfucking
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
me too. Oh,
Because
so
it
satisfying.
makes those that aren't in your audience so mad.
You're probably not. And if you are my peer, I probably already follow you and you can still comment.
Period.
So I posted about I'm just probably not gonna do it because frankly a lot of you are stupid and I don't want to be in audience with your stupid ass opinions. And some I'm like, oh, just block them. Bitch, I reach 50 million people a month on Threads. I
wasn't asking for advice.
1,000 followers on Threads. If I devoted myself to blocking every single person that ignored me, I will never do anything else. But the bigger issue is, one, who fucking asked you, person with 40 followers who is ignored by all of them?
And why do they always have like 20 followers? Why are the most
15
vocal,
friends.
the most angry?
Always, bro.
Except of you being a person who is not a public whatever persona, that you feel like you have the requisite amount of expertise to advise me on how to manage my platform in any way, whether it's interaction boundaries, which all things considered, excuse me, told y'all I'm gassy.
Blame it on the Mountain Dew. It's fine. Go ahead.
Like all things considered, I am a person that other people study when they are building their platforms.
Absolutely.
I'm
Be serious.
Especially if like a progressive person who does like writing, who, you know, in my similar topics, I am a person who other people study on how to build platforms, how to manage their platforms.
Absolutely.
So the fact that these people have the audacity, the gall, the cheek, the gumption to try to act like they have anything to tell me.
Man.
Like, where does one get that confidence? It may be.
I would love to have
some.
Can
I get some? I want some, and I'm confident.
I would
but
love
like,
to have some because I don't know if you saw the dude that crashed out. I made a post about like Black farmers are doing. You know, I'll say better, but they're because they've been denied so many things.
It was so right.
It was. It's correct.
I was like, you know, that's crazy that because of racism, under this racist administration, Black farmers are not being affected in the same way. So I made a post. It has like thousands of views or whatever, but this guy was totally unhinged.
25,000 likes the last time.
Yeah. Like the dude was totally unhinged.
It's true.
It's true. We should talk about that next. But this dude was in my thing. Like, what do you mean the administration is not racist? And I was like, are you okay, sir? Did you not read?
The administration is not what?
Like I said, under this racist administration, and he said, "How do you mean? What do you mean the administration is not racist?" Like he went like a whole team, and it was like,
sir,
and he's like, "You owe the Black farmers an apology." It was like it was totally unhinged, and I realized that people just go. They
literacy crisis. Literacy crisis. Literacy crisis.
My following is so small compared to yours, but I know you get attacked because I get attacked daily, and I'm like, I got like like 1,600 followers here, and I'm getting attacked on a daily by totally unhinged individuals who are just not reading well. The reading comprehension is not there.
They're crazy. They're crazy.
No, people.
Also,
Listen,
like for as much of that nonsense as I could get, I get significantly less than people who also have my similar platform because they are more invested in appearing cool and respectful.
Right.
Whereas I'm gonna tell your musty ass to fuck off. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Like I love Francesca Ramsey to death, and she does a great respectful read. But
Yes.
a great respectful read, what some of these people need. They need to be told that they're being dumb and they need to go fuck off. Like
Yeah.
I don't
And
even say
sometimes they
anything.
need
I
to be
just
showing a
chilling.
picture of their dead
I just-
granny. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Like I'm like, I don't even know why you coming at me crazy because I don't even care. Like I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna laugh at you, but
It's just
I
this
don't even
idea
care
that
enough to
everybody,
respond.
you know what? And I I hate sounding like a boomer about this. I swear to God. But honestly, I think we validated too many feelings. We've given people too much validation on bullshit. We validated too many feelings. And that's not to say that we should not be sensitive or considerate or equitable. Like we should be considering all of those things. All of those things are important, but we have validated too many fucking feelings. So everybody thinks, but this makes me feel a certain way. And I have to tell you how it makes me feel. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't care. Like my whole thing is I don't care how you feel. Like
Yeah.
I
don't care.
literally don't
I
care.
don't care.
Like people come to me
I
and
don't
say
care.
crazy stuff, and I just like block. Like I don't
Has
even
nothing
like
to do with me.
just like your feelings are not valid here. Like I
They're
want
not.
you to know that you're valid. Like
there's been so many times where in one of my groups, whether it's Kevin Samuel's daughter, the other ones where someone will say
Mhm.
something that's transphobic or this or that, and I
Fucking
just
disgusting.
and they get kicked out, and then they message me at 3:00 in the morning like, well, I felt like, well, I just disagree with. I don't care about. I don't think
Oh,
it's
remember they went on a
morning.
snitch off to you, Chris? Remember when I went on a banner spree for everybody who was transphobic or homophobic or weird in the fucking group?
Oh,
And then they
Pepper's
tried to
members.
tell Chris on me. They tried to
Oh,
tell
yeah,
they ran
that's
and
the other
told
thing. They
Chris.
always run to
What the fuck
dad.
you tell
Like,
your
fuck
Pharaoh
off. It's
gonna do to
crazy.
me? I said I'll beat him up and you up. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, go ahead.
serves an important societal function.
Yeah, bullying
What
does. Bullying is actually
Oh, yeah.
important.
Bullying serves an important
yeah.
It is.
societal. Now,
They're not being bullied enough.
bullying should definitely be controlled, right? Like a little kid picking on a little kid just because they're smaller, a little kid picking on a little kid just because they're poorer. You know, maybe we want to discourage that. But
right.
a bunch of motherfuckers like peers socially shaming another peer for some fucked up shit.
Yes. Yes.
We've managed
Absolutely.
to kind of brand that under the same umbrella as bullying for the other reasons. When it's like,
And it's not.
it's just
It's not.
a society letting them know that a certain behavior is unacceptable.
That's all I'm saying. And this is why Christians run around with that persecution complex, because they think everything is fucking bullying. It's like the only racism now is anti-white racism in their minds. The only form of gender discrimination is when men don't get to have their way in all situations. Like that's the thing. We live in fucking bizarro land right now.
No, but what I was
These
gonna say is
people on the screen, the 4 people on the screen will put you in your place, like in their own way.
Well, absolutely.
We all have different techniques, but if you come with some BS,
yeah,
it is a good chance that one of us will be like, "Oh no, see what you're not gonna do is this today. Like it's not gonna happen today. Not here, not ever. We're gonna find a way. We all have different ways of doing it, but we don't put up with foolishness at all. Like I think that's all.
One thing I wanted to say is that I also think that it's really important for individuals to police their own areas, and I feel like that's where I kind of come in terms of like where it's like, okay, it like when I saw a bunch of cis black men, saying, "Oh, Kevin Samuels this," I was like, no, guys, Kevin Samuels died. And that's a good thing. That's a fantastic thing. And I'm gonna give you all the reasons why. And listen, I've gotten death threats. They've given my son death threats. That all types of Mickey Mouse bullshit. But I
got a stalker from Chris. I get a stalker by proxy. What the fuck is that? Still can't believe that shit.
I think it also qualifies like on the internet, right? Like my page is my space. For all intents and purposes, bitch, this is my digital house, right?
Right.
You don't get to come up in my house and tell me how the fuck to do a goddamn thing. If you don't like my house, you get the fuck out.
You can leave.
You get the fuck
I'm
out.
not going to sit here and argue
Get
with
out of
someone who doesn't believe that trans women are women or trans men are men in my own page. What am I doing that for? What am I doing that for? I'm going to kick you out of my fucking group and keep it pushing.
Right.
Y'all gonna learn.
And I also respect the fact that other people have the right to do that for themselves too. Like, for example,
Literally.
I love your problematic faves, and they are my
too. We love you, Quay. We love you, Ken.
They are, but I adore them, right? Like, they say a lot of things that I wouldn't say. They allow a lot of commentary that I wouldn't allow. And some posts theirs, I would have moderated differently. But you know what? It's not my space, and it's not my right to them how to run their right. And even sometimes when I'm commenting there, I know they're not going to moderate the comments that I would get the way that I would moderate the comments I'd get on my own.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Like, there's certain things that I know, oh, this is going to get contentious. And so I moderate myself to know that maybe this isn't a post that I should.
For me.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Yes. That's what we're supposed to be doing, right?
They are not responsible for controlling me more than I am.
Hello, that's all I'm saying. And it's like, we don't have to, like, I think it's like a lesson in tolerance. Like, especially, I love that you brought up your problematic face, because first of all, I love those two ladies. Those are my, I love Quay and I have been friends for a long time. But I love that space because even if I disagree with something, even if I disagree with how it's being moderated, I think it's a lesson in tolerance on how to actually build community amongst people who ultimately have the same goal. Because what our all shared goal is, like, liberation. It is success. It is prosperity. It is a pro-black woman kind of thing that we're all going for here. That's our movement. That's what we want ultimately. So it's okay if what they want to talk a little bit of shit about celebrities, or maybe they feel a little bit differently about something than I do, and all of that. That does not fucking matter.
I think it's necessary because we have a parasocial stand-centric fucking culture.
Yes.
And I love the way that they subvert that. I love the way that Tiani Kardashian
Monty Wilder.
I was just gonna bring up
Monty Tiani.
Monty, your problematic phase. I love the fact that they are celebrity bloggers, right? But they're not like up celebrity asses.
Exactly. Right. And it's not a gross Perez Hilton way either. The critique is valid.
Yeah. They're not paid by the shade room to just promote what these celebrities want without any negative.
Hello.
It's just like another PR arm, so to speak.
Right.
And I think that is actually like a necessary function within society as well, because we need people who are willing to be subversive and who are willing to be unpopular, not like phobic or those things, because people like to conflate those things with being just unpopular opinion.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not an unpopular opinion. This is a racist opinion, and unpopular.
Right. And the racists and bigots benefit from that conflation.
That's
they do.
Right. But so I think that serves an important function within this specific society. Even if
it does.
With how they do it, I agree with the ultimate why.
Right. And I like the concerted frivolity of it all too, right? Like, if we can poke fun at these things, they become a lot less serious, and then it allows us to have larger culture conversations in the context of us critiquing celebrity, which is actually important because people deify them too much, like you said. Like, they're not up here. Those people are fucking people. They're not like, because they can sing, they can dance, they can act, and they're fucking people, and they do weird shit sometimes, and people should be ashamed to do weird shit that's not like, weird bigoted shit, weird fucked up shit, weird shit that's just like, why the fuck would you ever do that? We should be able to critique all of those things without people falling all over themselves. And I like the idea that it's like, especially in this climate when everything is extremely serious, it's important to introduce frivolity in a way. It's important because it makes everything else more ridiculous around it.
That's why I like to be silly. That's why I'm a silly poster to post silly things. But when it comes to the meat and potatoes of what I stand for and who I stand with, I like to make those things very clear,
Right.
Right. It's important. It's important. Oh, we're at time, guys. No,
Guys,
time.
you guys
No,
are
wait,
so
Time.
no. As we said, we were going to loop back to Kai's post about the black farmer.
We
Ooh,
actually do
Oh
need to
yeah.
talk
there you
about
go.
that.
There you go. Okay.
All right, I probably can put that post up, but basically, like I said, I saw some video clip of a black farmer just talking about like y'all are upset, but we never got the subsidies that you got. We never got paid to conserve land and not farm it. We were blocked out of all of these USDA policies that prevented that.
Yep.
You didn't want black people to farm, and now you're upset because we found a way to keep farming and doing the things that we're doing, and now we're not being affected by this administration in the same way, and now y'all are mad. And so I was like, whoa, wait. Like I had followed some black farmers and I'd seen this before, but then he kind of like made me go, okay, wait a minute, let me think about this. So what you're saying is right now, black farmers are doing better than white farmers under this racist administration because y'all have been blocked out by your
Oh, how
racist
the turntables.
like decades. And then that post, I didn't expect the post to blow up. I was just I think out loud. That's what I post. I think whatever I'm thinking is what I'm posting. It's really what I'm thinking at the moment. So I don't know, stuff hits and I don't get it. Like I don't know why that post blew up like that.
The
But
silliest mega viral, and I'd be like, really, this the one? Okay, y'all. Like that post.
Nah, for real, it's true.
I want to be the meat in a Method Man and Howlett sandwich, and y'all made that go super viral.
Well, that's the valid opinion though. So I don't even know why you're surprised at that one.
But to that point, Kai, I got a lot of like anger towards me when I said I'm not afraid necessarily of another Trump administration, because if you're a person like me and you never depended on the government to look out for you, who's in office doesn't really matter very much at the day. I have been the kind of poor where, I've been so unstable that I did not have a steady house with a steady address to like keep my documents in a safe place. I didn't have my birth certificate or my social security card to get food stamps. I've been that kind of poor where I'm even have been excluded from the systems that are supposed to be safety nets, right? And I have always found a way to be okay.
right.
So
Well, I've said this.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Black people are gonna be okay.
But this goes to
we say this every episode that we're gonna be fine.
Literally saying that like black people have this survival
Black
instinct.
and poor.
We have the survival skills.
I got
We've
so much
never
said that like black people, I understand that like some of us may, depend on things like Medicaid, right? And I get disabled people among us who like legitimately have to be locked into these systems and like all of that. But the vast majority of us are kind of going to be fine. And that isn't to say that like some of us are acceptable sacrifices. So obviously we still need to exist. But
right.
It's a bit of the trolley problem in a way, but that doesn't necessarily mean. No, go ahead.
To work tomorrow, I would all of my money fucking white men in the asses and be just fine.
I'll find a way. Yeah, I'll always find
okay.
I don't know how I feel about that image in your head, but now it's there, so I have to live with it.
I'm into
it. Just a few months ago, I went to the dollar store to pick up something that I was like, I'm just get at the dollar store. I don't go to the dollar store often, but I was like, I need something from the dollar store. I go, I'm in line. There are two older white men in front of me in the line. And one of them goes, oh, I didn't know you accepted food stamps here. And the other guy was like, yeah, food stamp, whatever. Like they sell food here, so you can buy stuff at the dollar store with food stamps. And me and my black self was like, wow, I'm listening. I wish I had pulled out my camera because I'm like, in this situation, the white people would have believed that I was the person who was on the food stamps. But in reality, and it was a wake up moment for me too, because I was like, these are two older white men. I mean, over 50, both on food stamps, both at the dollar store. both like talking like, you know, like, oh, I didn't know I could use that here. And they were like, yeah, you can use them here too. And I was like, what? Like, you like, I'm having all these moments like, oh, the stereotype is black people on black women are the ones that are using the system. Black women are the ones that are dependent on government handouts.
Do you know how many
But
white
the
men do you know how many white men that live exactly that way are watching Newsmax and are strongly MAGA and are, you know, supporting ICE just coming into
and
businesses?
this government shutdown. This government shutdown.
That's why I support us whenever they are getting their comeuppance to not think about those of us among us who are going to be impacted by that. Because again, I don't know of any black person who doesn't know how to find food if their food stamps are cut out.
Yeah,
right. But man, that motherfucker, they're going to be fucked.
That's what I'm.
Those
and that. But this is why I say also when people finger wag black people about like you know, about ICE like a lot, and about you know, sometimes an unwillingness to directly engage during this administration. And I'm saying like we ICE never stopped for us. What part of they pick up our kids all the time and disappear them did you not fucking get? Like we've been saying, that was what the whole Black Lives Matter thing was about, the fact that they destroy our children's bodies or throw them in jail or make them fucking completely disappear. There are 200,000 missing black women right now.
You know,
right, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, this never stopped for us. This hyper surveillance that you guys are feeling the heat of now has never stopped in my community. You know, like I live on the west side in Charlotte. It's never stopped here. It's always been the same here. Okay, it was always the same in New Jersey. It's always been the same. We've always been hyper surveilled. So what part of this aren't you getting? Like we already knew.
More people need to know about the 1985 move bombing in Philadelphia. I mean, they literally just like drop bombs in our community. Like we're surprised. We're not surprised.
Like, we're not surprised.
None of this is
We're from Newark. Chris and I are from Newark. They never rebuilt our city after the riots. It looked like a war zone during our fucking childhood. This is like every.
That's so
DC, the 14th Street riots during the 60s. So U Street and 14th Street is an area DC. It's very popular now. But my whole life, that place was a war zone until like in the last couple of decades. And it was when the riots came through and the buildings were burned out in the 60s. When I was growing up in the 80s, they were still burned out. Like I remember going through the U Street corridor and going down 14th Street and looking at the bombed out buildings and the burned out buildings and like they never rebuilt until recently. And now it's been gentrified. So it's like all these white people down on U Street, and I'm like, it's very weird.
That's what I'm saying. Such a weird. Like this never. But it blows my mind that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
There are white people walking dogs in my Southside Chicago neighborhood.
That's what I'm, bro. That's what I said. I got really upset. The grocery store around my house, I've seen more white people there since this remodel that they did a few months ago. In the past, like I'd say 2 months, and I have in the 11 years that I've lived in this neighborhood. 11 years.
When you see
I cannot believe it.
The dog yourself,
they're already jogging. They're already. I'm looking at my bedroom windows. They were jogging up the road the other day. I said, "Oh my god!"
So, like, we just tell you how it goes. First, the gay men moved in. That's the first. The gay men, they come.
The white gay men.
Starbucks.
The white gay men come first.
Yeah, Starbucks. I was just coming back to say the white gay men.
The white gay men
come first,
and then the Starbucks.
Then wait. Then you get a few little nicer stores. Then the families move in. The white families move in. But when you see the white girl by herself jogging or with her dog walking, it's over.
It's been upsetting. That's why.
It's lost.
I don't trust white women. I'm sorry. I said what I said. I'm sorry. That's it.
I because I gotta go do life stuff. But this was Kurt.
It was cute.
I am so glad that I even got to talk to you today. My goodness.
I know.
We should be honored.
We're
honored.
Okay, Kiki, this is the first time we've like talked like this. Like we've talked online, but this is the first time, and I'm so happy you joined us. I will make sure, like, if you want to join, you are always welcome at any time. If you like, yo, I need to get this off my chest right now. We do this on Saturdays around the same time. And so you are always invited. You have an open invitation. And thank you for hopping up on here. We about to get out of here, too. We about to get
we got to go. We got to go. Anybody? All right. Are we going to wrap up and do our promotions?
Yeah,
yes,
I kind of have to roll. I'm
Okay. Well, listen, things you don't see every day with Serotonin. Well, Chris Taliaferro and Serotonin. And if you see me anywhere else, no, you didn't. We also catch me every Saturday here with Kai, live with Kai on her YouTube channel, and that's all my promotion. Chris, go.
Things you don't see every day with Chris Taliaferro and Serotonin on Facebook, on TikTok. Technically on Instagram, even though I haven't posted anything there in a while. But again, here, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, like, you know,
that's it.
I didn't put my photo in for our trip, but yeah, we're still going this trip, y'all. My mom is determined to walk by the time.
3 generations of women.
3 generations, one journey, and I think probably by next week I will reveal to the world where we're going. So
Ooh.
That's still on. We're still talking to sponsors. So businesses, please reach out. We want to get in on this. Let's see. I'm Kai Nicole on Facebook and Twitter, and I'm Kai Fly Mommy on Instagram and Threads. And I don't know, Threads is weird because it's supposed to be blowing up over there. I don't know what that algorithm.
I'm gonna get more on there. You're way better at it than I am.
Listen, Marcus popping on Threads. I'm nobody. I'm not on it. I'm not getting on.
I used to do on Twitter when Twitter first started, and it's doing something similar. Like I'm just posting random thoughts. I'm doing the same thing I've always done on social media. Whatever pops in my head is what gets posted, and so I'm not as bad as you, Chris. Though I don't.
No, I'm pretty bad.
My random thoughts are quite tame compared to yours.
Chris Peter Jennings.
Like if I post something like Chris, I think my inbox would just get flooded. Like I couldn't.
I know. No, immediately it would be 8 dudes.
Oh,
in your fucking
my God! It would be
immediately.
It'd be out of control.
Yeah. They would never stop.
Yeah. So I don't do that. But yeah, Broderick said he's going to tune in next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Broderick.
Yes. Thank you for all the comments. He had some good comments as we were rolling.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, and thank you guys for watching. Share with your friends and make sure you hit the subscribe button and tell people to watch us because we are fun and it's great. And we do the like.
And sometimes we get a great special guest like Kiki the Uppity.
I know.
That was incredible. That made
wasn't that? That was amazing. Made my day. Made my day.
Yes, so that was awesome. So yeah, you never know. I gotta and I need to go and edit this and post it. So anyway, let me get off of here because I got work to do.
Okay. Anyway, let's do our sign off.
Lord have mercy.
How did one?